Have you ever noticed that some parts of your body feel older than the rest? Your knees complaining when you stand up, your hips locking in the morning, or your balance feeling just off? Most people blame aging, but what if I told you these changes often start long before you even notice them? And even more shocking, a top heart surgeon now says that one overlooked weakness may actually accelerate how fast your body ages. Here's the truth. After your mid-50s, the body starts losing a special set of deep stabilizer muscles. Not the big mirror muscles everyone talks about, but tiny, hidden ones that quietly hold your joints in place, support your posture, and keep your energy flowing. It's a book. And here's the scary part. They don't just weaken, they switch off, almost like someone unplugged them. When this happens, you feel heavier, slower, and more fragile, even if you're active. You can walk every day, and your legs might still feel unreliable. But here's the interesting part. Surgeons have discovered that reactivating these muscles can make a huge difference. Patients move younger, recover faster, and even notice better circulation, balance, and joint comfort. Suddenly, your knees feel supported, your hips loosen. Your lower back isn't doing all the work by itself. The best part? You don't need fancy equipment. Even small, targeted movements can wake these muscles up. Okay, when they start firing, again, you feel it almost immediately. Standing, walking, or even reaching for something on a high shelf suddenly feels lighter. It's easier, younger. Most people don't even know these muscles exist. They keep relying on walking alone, thinking it's enough, but walking barely touches the stabilizers. That's why the exercises we're about to reveal are so powerful. They target the exact muscles that time tries to steal from you. Just a few minutes a day can make your body feel dramatically younger and steadier. So here's the big question. These hidden muscles control how young or old you move. Which exercise should you start with first? Why do surgeons call it the most important one for reversing age-related weakness? That's exactly what you're about to discover in the next module. Have you ever felt your legs wobble slightly when stepping off a curb, or noticed that your balance isn't as automatic as it used to be? There's a hidden reason for that shaky feeling, and this first exercise is designed to fix it. Surgeons call it a neuromuscular wake-up because it reconnects the deep stabilizer muscles that quietly shut down as we age. Not the big muscles you see in the mirror, but the tiny ones that keep your hips, knees, and ankles perfectly aligned. Think of it like a lamp that's perfectly fine, but unplugged. This move simply plugs your stabilizers back in. The exercise itself is simple, but its effects inside your body are profound. To perform it, tiny nerves in your hips fire up like a switchboard, sending signals to your joints that control balance, step strength, and stability. Even better, blood flow to the legs improves almost immediately. That means lighter steps, warmer feet, and more endurance. Things most people blame on age, but are actually signs of dormant stabilizers waking up. Here's how it works. Start by gently shifting your weight from one leg to the other, keeping your hips tall and your core engaged. You're not lifting heavy weights. You're not jumping. You're simply reconnecting your nervous system to muscles it hasn't spoken to in years. Within seconds, you might feel a subtle burn deep in the sides of your hips or just below your glutes. That's the awakening. Stabilizers switching back on. And here's why it matters. These muscles sit near your pelvis, so they influence almost every move you make. Your stride, your steps, steadiness, climbing stairs, posture, even how young your body feels. Okay, when they're asleep, you feel stiff and cautious. When they're awake, you feel supported, confident, and lighter on your feet. Many seniors describe this exercise as getting their legs back, because suddenly the body feels responsive again. Okay, like someone tightened the screws inside your frame. Once these stabilizers fire, your hips unlock, your steps land more firmly, and your risk of stumbling drops. Surgeons see these changes in patients within days, but you can feel it at home in minutes. Imagine walking down your hallway or reaching for a high shelf and noticing how much easier it feels. That's the difference this tiny movement makes. So the big question now is, waking these muscles is the first step to moving younger. What's the exercise that also helps your heart feel younger? The one that boosts circulation in a way walking never could. That's exactly what we reveal in the next module. Have you ever noticed your legs feeling heavy, even on days when you haven't done much? Or a short walk, leaving your breathing deeper and your heart beating harder than it should? Most people chalk it up to aging, but surgeons and cardiovascular specialists have discovered something surprising. It's often caused by poor circulation in the lower body, not because the heart is weak, but because certain muscles that assist blood flow have quietly switched off. This next exercise is designed to turn them back on, creating a natural oxygen boost throughout your body. Here's how it works. Your legs contain a natural pumping system called the muscle pump. When it's active, every step you take sends fresh blood back up toward your heart. When it's dormant, blood pools in the legs, oxygen delivery slows, and your heart has to work harder. That's why some people feel cold feet, tight calves, or heaviness in their legs, not because the heart is failing, but because the muscle pump is asleep. This exercise targets the deep calf and lower leg muscles that push blood upward. Not running. You're not jumping, okay? You're simply training your body to circulate more efficiently. Here's a simple way to do it. Lift your heels gently while keeping your toes on the floor. Then lower slowly. Repeat in a controlled, rhythmic pattern. You'll feel a subtle squeeze in your calves. That's the muscle pump waking up. And the results are noticeable fast. As your circulation improves, your heart rate steadies, your breathing becomes easier, and your legs feel warmer and lighter. Many people describe the sensation as their body remembering how to move like it used to. Surgeons love this move because it eases strain on the cardiovascular system while boosting energy. Patients often report being able to walk farther, stand longer, and feel less fatigued after just a few days. But here's the bigger picture. Poor circulation doesn't just feel uncomfortable, it speeds up aging. Slower oxygen delivery stiffens joints, tightens muscles, and increases inflammation, making the body feel older. This exercise acts like a gentle tune-up for your circulation, restoring flow and giving your body a feeling of lightness, confidence, and control. So now that you've awakened your stabilizers and boosted your oxygen engine, what about the stiffness in your hips? The one thing that can make even simple movements feel years older than you are. The next exercise doesn't just loosen your hips. It can actually reverse one of the biggest causes of accelerated aging. Have you noticed that your hips are often the first part of your body to complain when you stand up from a chair? Okay. Or that they feel tight first thing in the morning. It's that slow stiffness, the kind that makes your steps shorter or makes you reach for support, is one of the earliest signs of accelerated aging. But here's the secret most people don't know. Hip stiffness isn't caused by age itself. It's caused by a specific set of muscles around your pelvis, quietly tightening over the years. These are your hip flexors and deep rotators, the hinge muscles that control how smoothly your legs move. When they stiffen, your hips lose their natural glide. Steps become shorter. Knees absorb more stress. Your lower back works overtime. Everyday movements suddenly feel heavier, and your body feels like it's rusting from the inside out. The good news: this exercise acts like oil on the hinges. It gently opens your hips and lengthens the deep muscles that time tries to shrink. Here's how to do it. Lift one knee and rotate it outward, keeping your hips tall. Then switch sides slowly. Move in a controlled rhythm and feel the stretch deep inside your hips. Surgeons often use this movement to help older patients regain mobility because it restores the room your hip needs to move freely without grinding or tension as you perform it. You'll notice something amazing. Your posture lifts. Naturally, your steps feel smoother and your spine feels less compressed. The lower back tension you thought was just part of aging begins to ease because your hips are finally doing their job again. Many people feel this shift instantly, a release that is both surprising and relieving. Studies show that unlocking the hip flexors can reduce joint pressure by up to 40%, which explains why people often feel younger after only a few days of consistent practice. Here's the bigger picture. Stiff hips don't just slow you down, they increase your risk of falls and missteps. When your hips can't rotate properly, your body can't react quickly to uneven ground or sudden shifts in weight. Surgeons stress that unlocking the hips isn't optional, it's protective. And once those muscles loosen, your body moves with a natural rhythm and confidence you may have thought was lost forever. Now that your stabilizers are awake, your circulation is boosted, and your hips are unlocking, there's one more crucial system to restore your balance network. The next exercise is so powerful that many people feel the difference within seconds. Have you ever turned too quickly, stepped sideways, or reached for something and your body didn't react as fast as it used to? Maybe you caught yourself, maybe you didn't, but you felt that tiny wobble. That split-second delay didn't exist when you were younger, and it can be unsettling. Most people think it means they're losing balance, but the truth is far more specific and far more fixable. Balance disappears not because of age, but because a cluster of micromuscles in your feet, ankles, and lower legs stop activating with the precision they once had. This next exercise is designed to switch those forgotten muscles back on, so your body reacts instantly, automatically, and confidently. Deep inside your feet and ankles are tiny sensory nerves, motion detectors, that communicate with stabilizer muscles. Every time you shift your weight, these nerves make micro adjustments that keep you upright without thinking. Over time, shoes with thick soles, long periods of sitting, and reduced lower leg activation weaken this system. The result is delayed reactions, sudden foot catches, and the creeping fear of uneven ground. Here's the move. Stand tall on one foot and gently shift your weight forward and back, feeling the tiny muscles in your foot and ankle activate. Switch sides slowly and notice subtle engagement in your calves and inner thighs. That's your balance network waking up. Within moments, your step feels more grounded, your reaction sharper, and your body less wobbly. The benefits aren't just physical, okay? Many people describe it as suddenly trusting my legs again, okay? Walking down a hallway, stepping onto a curb, or reaching for groceries feels easier. Confidence returns with each step because your body can respond instantly. Surgeons love this exercise because it restores automatic balance reflexes. Quote, strengthens micromuscles that protect your joints and reduces the risk of falls. Here's the bigger picture. Falls don't happen because someone is weak. They happen because the body hesitates. A half-second delay in ankle activation is all it takes. This exercise eliminates that delay, giving your body the same automatic response younger people rely on without thinking. Now that your stabilizers are firing, circulation is boosted, hips are unlocking, and your balance network is awake. It's time for the final step, combining all 5 of these surgeon-approved exercises into one simple, powerful daily routine. In just minutes a day, this routine can make your body feel younger, steadier, and more confident. Now that your stabilizers are awake, circulation is boosted, hips are unlocked, and your balance network is firing, it's time to bring everything together. This is your simple 10-minute daily routine, science-backed, surgeon-approved, and designed to make your body feel younger without exhausting yourself. Using equipment. Start your day with the stabilizer switch in. Spend just 40 seconds gently shifting your weight to wake up the deep hip and core muscles. Your internal alignment system fires instantly, supporting knees, ankles, and posture before you even take your first step. Next, move into the oxygen-boosting lower leg exercise. Lift and lower your heels in a slow, controlled rhythm, activating your calves and improving circulation. Blood flows more efficiently, your heart works smarter, okay? And your legs feel lighter almost immediately. Then comes the hip reset. Lift one knee, rotate it outward, then switch sides, lengthening tight hip muscles. Your spine decompresses, knee strain decreases, and each step begins to feel smoother. Many people call this the moment their body starts feeling younger. After that, it's time for the balance rebuild. Stand on one foot and gently shift your weight forward and back, awakening tiny muscles in your feet, ankles, and calves. Your step becomes more grounded, reactions sharpen, and confidence in every movement grows. Finally, finish with a core strength stabilizer move, small, controlled lifts and shifts that integrate all the muscles you've activated. This final step ties everything together, reinforcing coordination, posture, and fluid movement. When all 5 exercises are complete, the effects are immediate. Your body feels lighter, your steps smoother, your balance sharper, your posture taller, and your energy more awake than it has in years. Over time, consistency locks in these benefits. Okay? Muscles stay active, circulation remains strong, joints stay mobile. Okay? The fear of stiffness, missteps, or slow reactions fades. This is what surgeons mean by reversing functional aging, not making you younger in years, but helping you move, feel, and live younger every single day. Imagine walking to the mailbox, climbing stairs, or playing with your grandchildren, feeling effortless again. So here's the challenge. Start today. 1 set, 10 minutes, and feel the difference. Keep it daily, and your body will reward you. This is your proof that turning back the clock physically isn't just possible, it's in your hands.